the Auburn Blitz Podcast, your direct source for all Auburn all the time with Brett Pritchard, Faith Richardson, and Randy Lee.
What's up, everybody, and welcome into the Tuesday Auburn Blitz Podcast. We are glad that you join us wherever and whenever it is that you tune us in. The disclaimer that we fail to give sometimes until later in the show. This is recorded, so you can comment, and we would love for you to comment. We just may not respond. Actually, we will not respond. How about that? But you can comment along.
We won't respond live. We might go back and
we could
comment back to you.
That
so Jonathan War Eagle to you.
We know he'll send one. That's right. All the love
I
out
hope
there.
You're watching. You haven't said anything recently, but
yeah, I was a little shocked by us being at Lake Martin Pizza and not hearing from John. So anyway, that means he'll be on today. So wherever it is and whoever it is, do what?
I said Jerron. Like Jerron.
Oh, Jerron. Oh, Jerron
yeah.
And John. John
yeah,
too.
And John. But
Jerron for sure. War Eagle to all of those guys. War Eagle to every day. Even War Eagle to John. So and Justin. So you want to just go down the list of everybody?
No. Of all 5,000? No.
Of all 5,000 subscribers, we'll just do that. One by one. We'll be here for a little bit if we did that. Our podcast, couldn't do it without some fine partners of ours.
Sensa Green, for air that's cool and clean, call on Sensa Green. They are the carrier dealers for the state of Alabama and a proud supporter of the Auburn Blitz podcast and Auburn athletics. We were just talking about Sensa Green. We notice carrier units more than I ever would have before.
Like everywhere I go now, that's all I look for.
Me too. And I always say, I hope Sensa Green's installing it because they're going to save whoever's those are, thousands of dollars.
Absolutely. And good service.
Not only love our people over at Sensa Green.
We talk about the installation, but also the service. If something were to happen, which if you buy a carrier unit, probably nothing's going to happen. But if it were to happen, Sensa Green's going to come out and make sure that problem is taken care of. So call on Sensa Green and don't be waiting until the middle of summer and your dinosaur of a unit goes out and you're sitting there burning up and your family's pissed off. Go ahead and take care of business and save yourself thousands of dollars in the long run with your power bill. Scout Program Management, a full service construction management firm in Birmingham, Alabama. They serve pretty much the Southeast, so they got projects going on all over the place. Multi-million-dollar school builds, renovations, all types of things they're involved in. People hire Scout because they want their project done the right way. From the pre-construction planning phase all the way to the finished product, they're going to hold the contractors and the builders accountable that everything is done to spec, to scale. You don't want the keys to your new facility and have all these problems. They're going to go through and make sure everything was done the right way. So call on Scout Program Management. I don't know if there's any nicer guys in the world than Sloan and Jay and Charles. I mean, those are who you want handling your business and holding people accountable. So call on Scout Program Management. And Bunkers in downtown Auburn on West Glen. Plenty of parking spaces, right, Faith?
50 parking spaces. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Especially in downtown Auburn. Bunkers, we love going over there. And like I told Brett earlier, I've been craving the steak slider. So I'm really hoping that in between some things this week, we're going to be able to head over to our good friends over at Bunkers and maybe be able to show you some of my new and improved golf skills, maybe even some football skills, because they've got 27 different sports on the bays.
It's a crazy. I mean, I had several of my buddies in there Saturday. We were killing 2 or 3 hours. No better place to go to kill 2 or 3 hours waiting on a wedding to start than Bunkers. So we had some good beverages, watched some Auburn baseball beat Tennessee, which was even better. And all the bays were full, so we didn't get a chance to play, but we watched some other people attempt to play golf, and I'll leave it at that.
It was an attempt.
It was an attempt.
And the good thing is unlike a lot of people who put the bays and stuff in their garages,
right?
they're not going to make holes in your drywall because
Right.
have bunkers, they have it made for this.
They
So
do.
instead of trying to do it at yourself, because we don't DIY things around here, you're not going to have little golf ball holes all in
Yeah.
garage.
So just go to Bunkers and
Please.
have great food, great drinks, great times all the way around.
You don't have to sweat outside. It's nice and cool.
Hey, I actually had somebody say, "Man, I like this better than Top Golf." I mean,
I do too.
Why wouldn't you?
I do too. And there's no risk of, falling off of the platform.
Exactly. And I have seen some people almost do that before, by the way. So we laugh about that, but it's been pretty close sometimes. But anyway, thanks to them, we got more partners we'll thank later on in the program. I do want to go back and thank Lake Martin Pizza from yesterday. What a phenomenal time we had. A lot of people there eating lunch, came up to us, came up and took our picture, sent it to some of their friends that are Auburn fans, and talked about knowing us and watching the show. And so it was just great. And we just had a great time.
From Russell
do it. Tyler. Yeah, saw Tyler, and really kind of is our point of contact with our account there with Russell Do It Center. And so it was good to see Tyler. You met him. And so a lot of other people in and out there for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And then we hope everybody came out for dinner because on Mondays there's not a lot of restaurants open. But Lake Martin Pizza is open 7 days a week. Always grinding out there. 7. There you go. All 7 right there. So, again, go out and check out Lake Martin Pizza if you haven't. We just wanted to say a big thanks to them again and all the people that came out. And then we'll be back on June the 9th at Lake Martin Pizza. So, excited for that.
Wait, and they're opening their new location on Thursday, we found out. So
that's right.
Yes.
Going to be opening that down on Highway 49, close to Stillwater. So make sure you go check that out. That's closer for some of you in the Auburn area to just zip down. It's about 25 minutes? Faith?
Yeah,
25,
I think like 20 minutes.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's and the pizza, how good is it?
Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable. So
lunch special, 2 pieces and a fountain drink for what, $8.50?
$8.50, and those pieces of pizza are the size of a paper plate.
Yeah.
And you said the pepperoni was the size. You were like, I think the size of my eye. I'm like, no,
it's the size of basically the palm of my hand.
That's exactly right. Yeah, big pieces of pepperoni. So.
I don't know. I think I have pretty bad size perception. I don't know.
Comparison.
No, not comparison.
You're comparing the pepperoni to your eyeballs. So yes, they're way bigger than your eyes.
I meant like.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Even with that,
let's start talking about some Auburn
stuff. We've been on the air for 8 minutes and we ain't talked squat about Auburn. So
I hope no one clicked off.
I don't think they did because they're probably so enamored with our conversation right now and like trying to figure out where this is going that they.
I already know my dad's going to say something about me using my hands, and I think it's just because I like my nails. So sorry.
Hey, if you got good nails, might as well show them off, right? If I had blue nails, I'd show them off. I'm not ever going to have blue nails. So there's that. All right, home stretch for baseball and softball. Let's start there. Auburn's got South Carolina this weekend, and it starts on Thursday. So remind everybody that this series will actually start on Thursday at Plainsman Park, Thursday, May the 8th, 7 o'clock. That usually is the case when you have the last couple of series. You have these series a lot of times start on a Thursday and end on Saturday. So a 3-game stretch there for Auburn and South Carolina. Friday will be at 6 o'clock, and Saturday's game will be at 2:30. This is a very, very bad South Carolina team that's only won 5 conference games. Second worst team in the league next to Missouri, who hasn't won a game. Auburn is number 5, Faith, now in the new Baseball America poll. 5 of the top 6 teams in the country are SEC teams. Georgia, Texas are number 1 and 2. And then you got LSU at 6. And who else is up there? I can't remember. Wasn't Tennessee, but off the top of my head, I'm not
looking.
Kind of drawing a blank real quick. I don't have it in front of me, but
hang on. I'm looking.
I know you've got it.
Wait, you said it's us.
Texas and Georgia are in the top 2 teams in the country. I'll tell you who it is. It is Georgia, Texas, Arkansas, and then Auburn 5th, LSU 6th. So
yeah.
North Carolina sandwiched in there at 4. You drift on down. Vanderbilt is at 11th, Tennessee at 13. Ole Miss is at 18. How about the Troy Trojans coming in at number 14? How about that?
They were good last year. I went to the Sun Belt Conference tournament because it was in Montgomery when I was interning down there, and they've got a stud team. They're good.
They are good. Obviously ranked number 14 in the country, but Auburn up to number 5 with a big series win over Tennessee and again South Carolina. And then next week they have a Tuesday game with Jacksonville State at Auburn, and then they close out the regular season in Oxford, Mississippi. That too is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. And that will end on Saturday, May 17th. The SEC tournament will begin on May the 20th on Tuesday. So sent over something last night, Faith, and the projections for hosting a regional came out. The SEC field of 64 week 12 prediction. And the regional hosts are Texas A&M. Let's see. No. Excuse me. Texas is projected to be number 1 seed and a regional host. Arkansas is projected number 1 seed and a regional host. Tennessee and LSU both are projected as a regional host, and Auburn, along with Georgia, is projected to be regional host. Now, they're listed
Vanderbilt
down there. So those are the SEC teams projected to actually get a regional bid and host, and we're all hoping for that because, man, that will be fun.
Yeah.
If we can get a regional in Auburn.
Yeah, it would be a big deal, especially, I don't want to say we've had success with hosting things this year, but yeah, it's kind of gone our way, the way that we've been able to host a lot of things in all different sports.
Right. And then to run down the rest of the field, they've got Texas A&M as the 3 seed in Los Angeles. Alabama is the 2 seed in the Clemson Regional. Oklahoma, the 2 seed in the Chapel Hill Regional. Ole Miss in the Raleigh Regional at the 2 seed. Florida going to Tallahassee as the 3 seed. Boy, that'll be interesting, sticking them in the regional with Florida State. Kentucky going to Morgantown, West Virginia as the 2 seed. And then the rest, like we said, will be hosting. So Vanderbilt, Auburn, Tennessee, LSU, Arkansas, and Texas. All looks like right now we'll get regional host bids as we move forward. So home stretch here for baseball. Been a great season to this point. They're playing really, really well. Pitching is really good. Christian Chatterton got co-SEC Freshman of the Week. You talked about that yesterday on the show. So that was a big award. And we also talked about how the pitching for Auburn this year has really been the difference in the success of this team versus the non-success last year.
Yeah, I think that was just honestly a big deficit last year. And again, I just think with Coach Thompson's and him and his staff, they've been able to develop some guys, but also just kind of sometimes it just takes a season, Right. And he, like you said earlier or yesterday on the noon show, that nobody should have ever said that he was in jeopardy of his job.
Really the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, how did Auburn get to this point? The pitching has been great, but let's talk about the hitting. And when you talk about freshmen, like Bub Terrell, he's hitting 270. Chase Fralick is leading the team in batting average at 337. Chris Rembert is hitting 336. Ike Irish is hitting 335. So, along with Cooper McMurray hitting 335. Cade Ballou, who battled some injuries earlier in the year, is hitting 296. Eric Snow's hitting 273 and so forth and so on. But, when you look down the list here, Auburn's bats, there's 5 to 6 guys in the everyday start lineup that are tremendous threats at the plate. So when you add that and you look at Samuel Dutton with a 2.37 ERA and a 6-2 record, Carson Myers has pitched well with a 3.68 ERA. Kristen Chatterton's at 3.69. When you go down through the bullpen, they've been able to rely on several of these guys to come out and really finish games off. So it really looks like this team is hitting its stride at the right point. Would love to see them finish off with a strong showing. This will be the last home series of the year, which is hard to believe. It's already almost over. Hopefully that won't be the last time they play on that field. We'll get a regional bid and be right back there in a couple of weeks after the SEC tournament to start regional play. But got a couple of SEC series left. South Carolina and then Ole Miss will be tough on the road. Let's just be honest. It'll be a tough deal.
Yeah, it will be. Switching over to softball,
yes.
Tonight, Auburn is having their first game of the SEC tournament in Athens. We're going to be playing against Alabama.
6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock.
Yep.
And, this is a really, really fun thing, I think, for the Malvos because the rivalry between these two schools is unmatched. I feel like just in every sport, it doesn't even matter. So I think it's going to be really fun. And, this is the 24th time that Auburn is appearing in the SEC tournament. And they've won the tournament in 2015 and 2016. So this is going to be,
the glory days with Clint Myers. So
yeah. But this will be the 10th time that Auburn has seen Alabama in the SEC tournament. So Alabama holds a 6-3 record against us in those meetings. So it's going to be, we're going to have to get a win in this tournament. So,
but I'll say this, no matter what happens, Auburn's going to make the NCAA tournament because they played one of the most difficult schedules in the country. What are they, 18th nationally in RPI, I believe?
Yeah.
So, just, again, going back to playing a tough schedule. I think Auburn set a record in basketball with RPI and, quad 1 wins and things like that. And so this is going to help Auburn, even though the record's not really good and they're not going to be good enough to host a regional, they're going to make a regional somewhere. And I'm going to tell you, they're playing really good right now. They're playing a lot better coming down the stretch. So it's a team that a lot of people aren't going to want to see pop up in their regional. But you would like to see Auburn continue to get better and maybe win a few games in this SEC tournament, starting by knocking off the Crimson Tide. And we always enjoy beating Alabama in checkers, chess, whatever it is. Hopefully tonight Auburn will get a win against Alabama in the single elimination side of things and be able to advance.
Yeah, and just a quick thing for everyone that since the Malvos, they have surpassed their 2024 total hits, run score totals, extra base hits total, and wins total ahead of Tuesday's opening round of the SEC tournament. And they also have improved their slugging percent by 50 points from just a season ago. So it's in the numbers how well the team has transformed
Right.
since the Malbows.
And, leading the softball team, Annalie Adams hitting 407, Nelia Peralta at 346, and Abby Smith at 321. So those are the three highest batting averages on the team. When it comes to pitching, S.J. Gurian has really done well. She's played in 44 games, got a 2.76 ERA, and got a 29 record. Just has been the workhorse in the circle for Auburn this year. 90 strikeouts to 42 walks, and
her next strikeout will be her 100th.
How about that? That will be phenomenal. So,
Of
congratulations.
her collegiate career, excuse me.
Of her collegiate career, yep. Yes. She's got 90 on the year, but one more to top to get to that century mark. So that's a quick snapshot there of the home stretch for baseball and softball. Wishing them nothing but the best coming down the stretch. And this Auburn baseball team, Faith, if they can win and finish strong, get this regional, then I don't know how it'll match up for super regional, but would love to get on up there to see if maybe we could host a super regional too, depending on who wins. It's all about who you matched up with and if somebody gets upset or all that kind of stuff. So would be great to get through the regional, make it to super regional, wherever it is, even if it's not in Auburn. In your 3 games away. Buckle your seatbelt. 3 games. That is our little inside joke. 3 games away from the College World Series, or actually 2 out of 3. You got to win 2 of the 3, and then you'll make the College World Series. All right, some more of our partners here on the program. Let's go down and hit up Sure Shot, and I know you got a lot of good things to say about Sure Shot.
Yes, I was just telling everybody that my parents just bought a safe from them, and so Sure Shot literally has everything when it comes to firearms, apparel, and hunting. They sell and trade new and used firearms. Just up Highway 280, not far from Auburn at all. Scott he's awesome. He is telling my mom and I to come back so we can do our own handgun training. And
I'm gonna come watch that, by the way.
Okay. You'll see. I don't want to mess with Faith. No, I'm just kidding.
I trust me, I don't. And none of you should either. Let me just say that.
Yeah, no, but I'm excited to go up there. I know my mom is too. I can't even imagine looking at my mom holding a gun. She's so sweet and too kind for that. So,
well, we might have to film a segment of that.
Can you post that? Like,
we won't be posting. No, we would be banned. We would be banned. So, but just for y'all, I mean, it would be fun to have a little bit of a, I guess, video of you guys hitting the bullseye.
I know I would be hitting a bullseye. So
there you go. Anyway, Sure Shot, right? For all your outdoor apparel and firearm needs.
256-329-0080. And Oliver Ross. I mean, come on. A party from 20 people up to 20,000 people, whether it's for your business or a convention, anything like that, sorority, fraternity, whatever. Oliver Ross is going to be able to take care of you because, like I always say, if you're going to be entertaining, you don't need to be worried about the drinks. And like Brett says, he's going to spill it on himself, and you probably will too. So
well, I didn't say I'd spill it on myself, but I'd probably spill it all over the floor, but maybe on myself too. So
probably. So let the professionals, they're certified and licensed bartenders, just let them take care of it. It's got nothing to do with you. It's out of your hands.
I mean, again, all of these great partners that we have, the commonality is
we actually like them.
Well, we do, and they like us, which is great, but that's not where I was going with it. Oh. It's like, let the professionals do their job.
Oh, yeah.
Don't act like you're some jack of all trades and, you're the expert on firearms, and then you can go serve drinks to everybody, and, you can go install cabinets and showers and laboratories.
Bartend.
Yeah, and then you can't install your own heating and air unit. And, I mean, just let the experts do their job. That's what we like about all of our partners here. So
they're experts.
They are experts. So All right, final thing here this morning. Was able to go to football practice yesterday at Benjamin Russell, and boy, did a lot of people show up. And when you got the number one recruit in the state, you're going to get a lot of people. There were some recruiting service guys there yesterday. Auburn had a couple of coaches there. Coach Nix and Coach Davis were there. Obviously, very interested in being there with Sedarian and watching him in his first spring practice. And they'll be practicing the rest of the week. But just wanted to kind of mention that. And, you've already caught up with Sedarian. Everybody knows that. Everybody that watches this show knows that you did an interview with him about a month and a half ago, somewhere around
like
there.
a month and a half ago.
It's still up. And
Great dude.
Actually had some people come up to me yesterday and said, "Hey, saw Sedarian's interview with Faith. Thought y'all did a really good job."
You didn't even tell me that.
Well, I was saving that for the show.
Stop.
So you get your authentic reaction here. So,
Don't ask me like that. Yeah.
There you go. So people are watching. And look, we're going to talk about Auburn tennis here in just a little bit too. And that episode of On the Front Row with Faith came out last week. And that was phenomenal. And Auburn is moving on to the Sweet 16 in tennis. We'll get to that in just a minute. Your Tank interview will come out this week on Friday.
On Friday, yes.
Yep,
I'm excited about that because it's going to be a good one. Super, super nice kid. Super soft-spoken. So if you don't like to listen to me talk, then don't go listen to it because I do a lot of talking.
Why wouldn't they go watch that?
I mean, he was really, really nice, but very soft-spoken.
They kind of know that you're leading the charge.
Man, a few words, if you will.
Yeah, but don't let his quiet demeanor fool you.
Guys, and he wasn't scared of Lucy, so I feel like that's honestly just a plus in my heart for him.
Somebody else was scared of Lucy. We won't mention who it was there that day, but
he should have been because
I agree. He had the wrong colors on. But some other guys I want to hit on real quick. Since we're talking about recruits, Kingston Prier is a name to keep in mind. A lot of people may have heard a little bit about him already, but the transfer quarterback from Montgomery Catholic is at Benjamin Russell, won a state championship last year as a freshman. He does not look like a freshman. Me and Brian Smith were standing.
Well, isn't he a sophomore now?
Well, he's still a freshman.
Technically, yeah. I guess, they haven't finished school.
They haven't finished school, so technically he's still a freshman, but he will be a sophomore in this football season coming up. But Brian Smith was there, and he does a great job covering recruiting, and he and I were talking. He's like, "Man, he's a freshman?" I'm like, "Yeah." I sent you a few videos from practice. Man, the ceiling is so high. I think he went to the Elite 11 in Nashville. Or the camp. It may not have been Elite 11, but he was at a big camp there, and I think he was ranked in the top 10 overall prospects there out of that camp.
As a freshman.
So he just really, I had a chance to watch him, and the ball comes out of his hand so easily, and there's not any throw on the field he can't make. And so he's going to be throwing to B.J. Bedgood, who's another guy you're going to be hearing about this year that I think is going to garner maybe some SEC offers before all's said and done. I think he just got offered by Memphis, and he's got some other offers. I think he's probably got maybe 8 or 10 offers, but he's going to be playing alongside Sedarian Morgan. So there were a lot of coaches from other schools there today as well. I won't go through all that, but it's going to be like that this year with this team, and they've got a couple really good linebackers on this team, a couple really good defensive ends on this team. Caleb Spivey is a guy that's already garnered an Auburn offer. He will be going into his junior year this year. So this team's got a lot of pieces that people are going to be watching every week. And namely, obviously, Sedarian Morgan. And look, let me tell you this. Everybody has asked me, has Sedarian mentioned a announcement date? And I said, he absolutely did on our interview that Faith had. He said July 2nd. So, like Luke said this past Saturday.
Can you hear Lucy snoring right now?
I cannot.
Okay, good.
I cannot hear that. But anyway, a little bit of props to us. We broke that.
Did we?
Nobody else knows about it but us, and he didn't say it to anybody but us. So Luke even said, "Hey, there you go."
I mean, come on, people, go watch the freaking interview.
That's it.
I'll make another reel. I'll have it posted.
Yeah. Hey, how about clip that out and post it? I think that'd be great.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That portion.
Yeah.
It's time to refresh that and push that out too.
Yeah.
Especially with spring football.
Hello, come on. Yeah. It's getting close to it. Right. July 2nd.
So already caught up with the top 2 prospects in the state of Alabama. Faith interviewed both of them. Tank Jones will come out this Friday. It appears that Jarquez Wilkes will be our next interview over in Wadley. We'll try to get that lined up, set up, and then we'll be making a trip south to talk to the trio from Jackson. It's going to be a long day. Got to get all 3 of them in, but we're going to knock that out while we're there. May even head on further south and to Cottage Hill and catch up with Shadarius Tootle. While we're in that neck of the woods. So we'll be trying to get a plan together on that. But keep that in mind. The rest of the summer, we're going to be covering all these camps and prospects. We're going to be popping up at all these places. So giving our take on what we're seeing, following Auburn recruiting and top prospects. So tune us in right here on the Auburn Blitz and make us part of your daily watch when it comes to Auburn sports. Over to tennis real quick. And you interviewed DJ this past week, or you pushed that out. Auburn moving on to the Sweet 16. They will take on Duke at the 8-9 matchup. Georgia is the 1 seed. They will take on Cal. North Carolina and NC State in the 5-12, and Ohio State will take on LSU in the 4-13 matchup in that side of the bracket. So Auburn versus Duke. Auburn the 9 seed, Duke the 8 seed. Auburn will be traveling to Chapel Hill. I mean, not Chapel Hill, but to Durham to take on the Duke Blue Devils there. So good luck, DJ, and the rest of the Auburn women's tennis team.
Yes. We love them.
We do. Absolutely. DJ was so cool and awesome. That's the thing about getting to do these interviews and going to talking to these student athletes for all the different sports. Faith is we get to see a different side of them, not just the athlete side, but you're able to pull out of them some fun things. And go watch DJ's interview if you have. A bunch of people have already, by the way. It's gotten a ton.
Yeah, it was awesome. She's so cool. And it's even better just to see how well she's doing.
No doubt about it. And a shout out to Brendan Valdez. In the first stage of U.S. Open qualifying, he shot a 66 down in Pensacola, Florida. Another one of your interviews from a few weeks ago. So congratulations to Brendan. And they're getting ready for their regional, hosted right here in Auburn at the AU Club on May the 12th. So make sure you go out and support. They would love to see you out there. So a lot going on in the world of Auburn athletics. So just wanted to kind of give you some recruiting tidbits, a little around the athletic department of Auburn, and as spring sports are coming down the home stretch, and Auburn's doing really well in a lot of those. So some final partners here on the program, Faith, that we want to close out with, and we love Old Number One Customs.
I mean, again, we say, why do it yourself when you can pay somebody to do it? Old Number One Customs is going to be in and out of there in 2 weeks. Don't do it for 2 years. Do it for 2 weeks with Old Number One Customs. They're going to be able to make your kitchen beautiful. Surprise your wife, not with her hating you, but with her loving you, because they'll be in and out of your house in just 2 weeks. I don't think I can stress that enough, because I know how annoying it is when things aren't done. And if it's in the kitchen, where a lot of us women like to spend our time cooking, that's going to really be a problem.
That's right.
So Just stick to the
If you
professional.
disrupt the kitchen and tear the kitchen up, you just got a mess.
The
So
whole house. You're tracking it through the house. You're not able to walk through the kitchen without your knee getting or your shin hitting the cabinet or the dishwasher or something because people pull it all out and just forget about it.
What a disaster.
That just gave me shin splints thinking about it.
Shin splints?
When you hit something?
No, that is not what causes shin splints.
Okay.
That's called a bruise.
Well, it hurts really bad. I've got sensitive shins.
Shin splints are when you jump up and down on bad floors or outdoor like courts and stuff. And anyway, I'm not trying to go into the medical field, so I'm not going to explain.
Yeah.
Old Number One Customs, 334-752-6162. Again, don't DIY it, as Faith says.
And same thing with JFA Blue Plumbing. Don't DIY your home water filter system because guess what? It's probably not that good. What are you going to do? Take a shower with your Brita and have it filter out? No. Okay, that's stupid. Go ahead and have JFA Blue Plumbing go in there and get you the Home Atlas Home Water Filter Duo. And they're going to be able to.
Oh, man.
What?
The Brita in the shower.
What? Like, come on. Are you going to filter out your shower water like that? No, because with JFA Blue Plumbing, every single drain or not every single faucet in your house is going to be filtered water coming out of it instead of
you literally could just drink your shower water.
You could.
That's right.
Instead of your ratchet shower that turns pink because of the hard water and all the minerals that are.
We actually did that to one of our buddies in college one time. We unscrewed the shower head and put grape Kool-Aid in there, the powder in there, and screwed it back, and he cut it on, and it just.
Oh my gosh! You just gave me such a great idea.
He looked like Barney. Looked like Barney the dinosaur, solid purple.
That's awesome.
Anyway, we have digressed. $15.99 for the Atlas Whole Home Water Filter installed by.
Brett, you can't put a price on your health. No, so just take the numbers out of it. Okay, forget about it.
Yeah,
just do it.
It really doesn't matter what the cost is. Just do it. Like Nike,
just do it.
Right?
Just buckle your seatbelt. Okay,
just do it. That's right. Buckle the seatbelt. All right. We talked about it yesterday. Auburn football came out with the dress code for
attire.
Yeah. I mean, and you look
attire suggestions.
And it's suggestions. Like I see people making comments.
Guys, they're going to turn you away at the gate if they see your row in your seat and you're dressed in the opposite color. They're going to say, "Go home. You're not allowed in here." That's what Brett just said. So
that's right. I'm sticking to it. So my voice changed. Right?
By it being the dress code, just like when you walk in somewhere and they say, "Oh, you have to wear a blazer in here." They're going to say, "Section 122, row 34, seat 12. You're supposed to be in blue,
and you're not. You got to get out. So
get out of here."
But I really do think it's crazy to watch some of these people. I mean, it's just a suggestion. It's okay. You don't have to.
And it sometimes looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, all they're trying to do is try to do something that's cool. So if you got your favorite shirt, you want to wear it to every game, just wear it. Nobody's going to kick you out.
And I hope you don't have a superstition of a lucky shirt. And if you wore it last year, burn it. And don't bring it to any games this year.
Burn it.
I'm serious.
Burn it.
Just burn it.
We need to be probably burning a lot of stuff. So anyway, we're not going to go back through that. Go to the Auburn football Instagram page, and you can pull all that up. And that's, again, we're in May, but we'll blink. It'll be July, and it'll be time for SEC Media Days. So
we're just so excited for football. We're talking about the attire.
Well, Auburn's so excited about football, they pushed that post out yesterday. So, we're all in it together.
Oh, God forbid we're excited for football.
No kidding. So, but we are. Mm-hmm. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Tuesday edition. Randy and I will be on at noon today for the Auburn Blitz show. Again, we hope you tune in.
Hopefully you'll have a turkey with you.
I hope so. We'll see. We're going to
Everybody wish him. I guess it's already done, but I'm wishing you luck tonight.
There you go. I appreciate it. And we'll see what happens. I'm hoping I'm shooting over a picture in the morning. That would be nice.
I'll be asleep, but I hope so too.
You will be, as we get to do this tonight. You get to sleep late. As everybody's watching this, she's probably not even out of the bed yet. So,
Nope.
But again, thank you so much to all of you. We pushed over 5,000 subscribers this weekend. That was awesome. Continue to spread the word. Continue to help promote us. And, we can't say enough good things about all of you that interact with us and help spread the word. And so many of you have commented on here while we're on the air and said, look, if you haven't subscribed, you're helping us. I mean, you're going out there being our voice, saying subscribe and hit that like button. And that way you get notifications when we're on the air. We haven't said this in a while, but this fall for the home games, Faith and I more than likely are going to be at Bunkers for post-game reaction show. So looking forward to that. Going to be giving you more information, obviously, as we get closer to that. So
we're excited.
We are excited. A lot going on. And thanks to all of you. Thanks to our partners as well. We couldn't do it without them. So, all right, everybody, go out and do some good stuff today. Make the best of it. Have the
best day ever.
And a big old
War Eagle.